What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, obviously XRP, potentially the stock market, and pretty much some interesting key exchanges that we've been talking about. Specifically the past couple of days on the channel, we've been looking at a very few interesting key points in XRP's kind of history and trading point. We know that we saw a massive explosion in price in most cryptocurrencies. Volume has trickled down from Bitcoin into these altcoins. We're starting to see a little bit of a stalling point right now where the markets are starting to just trade sideways, if not start to correct a little bit lower. So I would like to take a little bit of time in today's episode to kind of figure out the findings, the new findings specifically that I have found, and I do think is fairly important to share with you. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoTheOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's video. Alright guys, now before we jump into the episode, obviously you can see the background behind me has slowly changed as I have moved into my new apartment, and there are a few things I have finally come to order. I've been very indecisive on the things that I want to include in my YouTube videos in the background to kind of make this look very unique towards cryptocurrency, and it has taken quite a bit of time of searching to find something that I really like and that you guys would really like. So I did find them, so definitely make sure to keep your eye out in the next couple of days, probably within the week, of new packages arriving that I will be either hanging up or putting around the videos for just a better overall quality. So definitely make sure to keep your eye out for that. Otherwise, jumping into today's video, if you take yourself to the screen, we put in a video yesterday saying I'm bullish on XRP. Basically, the market has been trading fairly nice the past couple of days. We discussed how Bitcoin, for the most part, is starting to see a little bit of consolidation at the top here, which was interesting but called for as it became extremely overbought. But what was odd was the fact that XRP, a coin that is nowhere near being overbought, is starting to consolidate too. It pretty much is leading for a big pop in price. We were discussing whether or not the PayPal, release of information in regards to, Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, what it was the culprit. I do believe it was for the pop and bullish price for these cryptocurrencies, but we didn't hear that release with XRP. So XRP has kind of just been, excused from trading against, random things and random news hits and influencing the market like that. So I do have a very interesting thing that I found out. So as you guys can see right here, on Bityard, you can see I actually changed the XRP chart just a tiny bit with good reason. So the past couple of days I've been watching this thinking, have we actually broken out of resistance? Are we above the resistance level? I had it down like this. You can see it like that, where we only really had 2 points of contact here and here. And then I noticed I think if I just slightly adjusted this higher, we would get a better understanding of where this market is heading to and how these prices are correlating with each other. So I moved it out like this on XRP, and I actually started to notice that this made a lot more sense than the previous pattern that I had. And this actually shows that we're still within a symmetrical triangle as time is slowly coming to a halt, but it shows the resistances and supports a lot better. Obviously, the bottom support has not changed at all, so we know that is for sure, a lead. We have 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, 4, and with the resistance up top here, we could do it 1, 2, 3, and then 4 again. We are starting to see the consolidation. So mainly what I believe XRP is waiting for is the filling the gap to happen on the coin. And once we see the consolidation happen in here, there's a very good chance I'll be able to short. Now, obviously, if you're an aggressive trader, you can clearly capitalize off these movements. Granted, we could probably see correction back down to 0.247. A pull down like this would ultimately allow us to short the market, and we could do so on Bityard, especially if you're trading or would like to trade XRP. Bityard, for those that don't know, is an exchange where you can basically leverage trade a ton of different cryptocurrencies as well as derivatives and stocks, which is incredible. Not only do we have all of these main, altcoins, but we also have an innovative area of other, smaller altcoins that you can trade around with. So it's very interesting, but merely, you can consider a potential short down to 0.249 here. Very easy to do. Ultimately, my conservative style of trading that I like to teach means that we are going to wait for the point right here to break. A confirmation, again, above resistance or below support would allow us to either buy in or sell short, which is very easy to do. Not only can you leverage trade like we did last time, where I made a couple $100 in about 3 to 4 hours trading, you can see leverage trade of 20. I usually do 0.25 or 25 times, and I do it with 2,000 right there. And then I just leverage trade. I just click sell or buy, and you're good to go. The cool thing that I really wanted to speak about was the fact that they offer this demo account. So for those of you that are interested in just testing the market to figure out whether or not we're going to head lower, capitalize off the markets moving lower, or if we're going to head up higher, basically without risk, you can actually make some very profitable trades. So simply, you can have the 2,000 with 25 times, click sell on the demo account, right? Like this, confirm the order just like this. We now have a position opened, and you can see if the market continues to head down with the short that we have leveraged by 25 times. If we correct all the way down to bottom support here, we'll be capitalizing probably another couple $100 easy. So definitely, take this with a grain of salt. I'm no financial advisor, but this is a very easy and simple trade to make, trying to capitalize off XRP's market as the rest of the cryptocurrency starts to slew downwards. Now, resetting the current coin market cap, you can see a lot of these cryptos are up. They're up quite a bit. Chainlink 14, Litecoin 20%. This is in the past 7 days, past week. Bitcoin's up 13, Ethereum's up 9.29%. A lot of these coins are very high up, and usually with things like this, you don't buy into a bull run when it's too late or too high. You short it because there's a good chance we're going to reverse lower. Now, if you looked at Bitcoin's chart, you can see we're having some indecisive uncertainty within the bears and the bulls, within the bullish people and the bearish people. And the fact is, we're starting to kind of correct a little bit lower. We are obviously extremely overbought, very overextended on the MACD, which is a great signal of reversal coming. So with that news and information being said, if Bitcoin starts to reverse a little bit lower, now that people have, bought the rumor and they're selling the news on PayPal, there's a very good chance we're going to start to see this reversal happen. So I am still very bullish on the rest of 2020, but I do believe a short correction is definitely needed before we start to see some profit. Now, the same thing applies with Ethereum, as Ethereum looks to be hitting resistance right here. It looks like the coin's going to reverse lower. Going on to Litecoin. Litecoin is clearly hitting resistance as well. I can zoom this out to the weekly. Maybe we'll have a better look here, and you can see what it is that I'm referring to. So there's a clear symmetrical triangle. We have not hit this in a very long time, but when we now compare Litecoin as another cryptocurrency, I would take for granted that there's a good chance I would short Litecoin as well, due to the fact not only are we use support, but we're hitting the resistance at this moment, and you can see the multiple resistances we've had in the past. In fact, that this one wick candle has shot all the way up to here and hit this resistance, there's a very good chance we're going to see that reversal, and we could easily fall back down to $44 from the $57 price point that we're currently at. So I do believe resistance is here. I believe that there's a very good chance to make a quick reversal, a more aggressive style of trade. If you guys are interested in that, I do believe, you can clearly see we are overbought also on the relative strength indicator for Litecoin. But when it comes down to it, XRP looks the best. XRP is having this short-term, small, very easy to gauge recovery. You can see the clear symmetrical triangle that's forming. We're clearly hitting resistance here, and we're starting to reverse lower. But otherwise, I do think we're fair game to start buying in for a small short. Same thing goes with the S&P 500 as the elections become closer and closer. I'm really excited to see what happens with this. Obviously, you can miss out on plenty of bull runs, but if you miss out on a bear run, that's where you're going to lose money. So right now, my money is out of the stock market. I'm waiting to see if anything happens with the election. If I see that the market is going to drop, then I'm making money. If we start to head up higher and we break through some key and critical supports and resistances, then there's a slight chance we'll be buying in. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Comment down below what you think. It doesn't make sense to be buying up here when you can buy down here. We've had this numerous times. Obviously, there's quite a bit of support that we've seen and uncertainty. It could be, 3 or 4 years where we just trade sideways up this. but I don't think that's what the market's looking at. We're seeing a clear uncertainty and a clear rejection in price the second these bulls retested here. Not entirely sure why, but I do think that we are going to see a little bit of a pull to the downside. Otherwise, that's my cue, the end of the video. So if you guys are new, definitely make sure not only to check out BitYard, as I did link it in the description down below, but make sure to check out, obviously subscribe to the channel. Check out my Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.